Hello, my name is Jessica Ramirez, and I'm going to show you a few little candle hacks that I do to help make some of the candles that I purchase at the stores. Primarily, I love Yankee candles. They seem to work most with my candle hacks, and I will be showing you how to recycle great candle wax from Voltives to candle warmers that you can use. In this case, I have two candle warmers. One long brown one here, which I've already unplugged, and as you can see, the candle is still kind of wet. Still kind of warm and wet. And I have another one that is a pumpkin. I don't have a top on it. I have pieces of small candles that I've already have melted, but I saved the melted pieces, and I'm going to show you how you can do this. And in using those pieces and our candle warmers, I'm actually able to make perfect smooth molds from them. And I'm going to show you how you can do this. This not only makes great molds for reusing of these Voltive candles that are here, but also allows you to be able to recycle these Voltives instead of using them till they burn in their glasses or themselves as this. And you can use them many times once you recycle them into the candle warmers. So the key thing is I'm going to show you how to burn these candles, how to use the wax, how to put them in different type of containers here to make more molds. And you can use this throughout the seasons and have different scents, like such as these. These are rose scents, great for spring. I have a lot of the orange ones and brown ones, which brown ones tend to be mostly autumn and fall. And the orange waxes here that you're going to see, like right here is about a whole, candle holder of them. These are all fall, like autumn wreath, and some pumpkins and all that good stuff. Since it's fall, I'm going to show you how to use these candles, how to freeze them, how to remove them. Freezing them will not only make the molds and allow you to recycle these candles, but it will also give you a chance to reuse them many times. And it cleans every candle wax holder or glass or anything that you're using to burn these candles. It'll clean them and come out smoothly, so you don't need to try to clean them by hand, and you don't have to use them by cleaning with a butter knife or anything, trying to scrape the candle wax. As you can see, these waxes were not scraped by any butter knife or anything like that. They come out as smooth pieces, and usually those pieces come from these burn waxes here. And I would actually replace these into candle warmers, and I can use them for about 3 times at the most. And Yankee Candle is usually the best for this. Their candles are made of wonderful quality. They melt very good, very slow. They're not like cheap waxes that tend to burn all over the place and have, a mess everywhere. And these candles, again, are very potent, so you can be able to use them in these candle warmers even more. Sorry about the mess, but the candle spilt as I transported this candle wax holder warmer to our table. This one is a pumpkin one. I love it. It has a nice pretty cover on it, but it also has candle already in it. As you can see, it's still kind of hot. And I'm going to show you how to take those waxes out to become molds. And then you can choose those molds again to put in your candle warmers. And these molds are actually coming from these Voltives. So I'm using these Voltives more than one time. I'm using them maybe 3 times because of how potent the Yankee candles are. And since they're amazing, they burn very well. They fill up a room. And you can even mix up the flavors that you might want. If you want rose with fall scent, you can do that. But like this is just like chopped up crayons, and you can choose the scents that you like. Like this one is pine or Christmas wreath, and you can mix that with some falls. So I'm going to show you how to do all those things, and I hope it'll be some help. And you can save a lot of money by buying simple Voltives instead of the actual candle warmers that they sell individually in little circles at Yankee Candle. And it'll help you save some money, and you can actually design your own scents. And of course, it'll keep all your little candle holders very clean once I show you how to remove them. And the key thing to using that is a freezer. So I'm going to go ahead and get that started. If you want to hold on one moment. And I forgive the mess, that is just candle wax here. And I hope you have some fun with this. So give me one moment and I will start with step 1. Okay, so we're going to start first with the candle wax here that was burning in my candle warmer. What I'm going to do is remove the lid. You can see the light bulb, everything in here. This is a wonderful candle warmer. And this will in turn make a great mold, probably in about the same shape as this. Okay, and it comes out very clean. And you can always have clean candle warmers, and you don't need to, throw away the original warmer that came with it, because you can actually use a Yankee Candle warmer for maybe 3 times, because to me, Yankee Candle tends to have a very, very potent smell to it, and you can use it more than once. I already have 2 in process. The key is that you need to put your candle warmer with your melted wax into a freezer. Okay? You can leave this in here for 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how much candle wax you have in here. Eventually, it's going to freeze, and the wax will come out very smoothly out of the warmer. So we're going to start with that one. Now, a lot of us have these beautiful little candle holders. This one is Red Apple Wreath. It's melting right now. Usually when the candles melt, we tend to throw them away after use, but we don't have to do that if you want to recycle your candle wax. Right now this one's melting and it's about maybe halfway. So what I usually do is I blow out the fire, and I would pour it into a small candle holder. This is the used wax. There's still a little candle in there. I could light that up, but for example, I'm going to go ahead and use the small amount of wax that's in here. This too would become a mold, and I can use that in a candle warmer. So I'm going to go ahead and put this also in the freezer. As you can see, and this too will freeze, and it'll come out very clean. No need to have to use any special cleaners or butter knives or anything that you've used, or spoons to try to scrape out old wax to clean out a candle warmer. This will freeze. Now what I would usually do is when I want to make multiple molds for these candle warmers, I'll get the usual Votives, and of course you'll need to cut the top of the wick here, so that way when you do burn your candle, you don't want to have a large wick on there. I'll try to cut that off if I can with these scissors, because the more of the wick that's on there, it'll burn and leave this horrible black smut inside the candle wax, and you don't want that. So that's key when you start to burn the candles, and in this case, that's exactly what I've done. This one seems to have gone out, but no worries. We'll concentrate on the other 2. Now as these melt, they tend to melt along each other, and they turn into dry wax. That's where you can see I get a lot of these little pieces here. These pieces I would use to maybe make one whole scent of a new candle warmer, and I would place it in the candle warmer, or I can mix scents up, like this is Christmas mixed with pine, because this is green, I know it's pine, or Christmas wreath. These are all fall, so I can use the pieces of the melted wax here, like this, and put it in a candle warmer holder, warm it up, and then you'll go. Instead of wasting the Votives at one use, you can use it for, I would say, about maybe 3 times for its potency. Now this candle here has been in the freezer for maybe about 30 minutes. And I put it here in the freezers just for an example. And as you can see, they're still a little warm, but they're already freezing very quickly. This too is still pretty warm. This one has been in here for a good 30 minutes. You can already hear it breaking. And this will fall out very quickly. And that's for like a glass warmer. I'm already working on another one in here. that has old candle, and I can reuse this candle holder for anything else or decoration. And let's say like this, I do have a lid that goes to this for like, it's a pumpkin top. But if you can't use, let's say you have a candle warmer and you're missing the top, that's no big deal. It is safe to put the entire candle warmer into the freezer. So let me go ahead and just put this right on top of there. Doesn't matter where it's at as long as it's getting frozen. Okay, doesn't matter with the wires or not, it's not going to hurt it in any ways. We just want that top part to freeze. Now you have all these little extra candle warmers, candle waxes that came from Voltives. You can mix them up, pick any scents that you might like. And again, like all of these are from former candle Voltives. So you don't have to spend money on the small ones that the Yankee Candle sells. You can use these broken pieces from original candle waxes and to make your own scents. So we'll give the freezer a moment. And this candle here is already drying, and we can use that. If you want to continue using this wax or warm it up, just throw it back in the fire. Sorry about that. Now some of the wax here is already melting, and again you can pour this into any glass, any of the wax. Make your own kind of design if you want, and just let that dry, but you know what kind of candle scents that you do have. So let's just give it a minute, and then I'll pull the ones out of the freezer so you can see what we get.